Okay, so this video is going to be a spending guide for everybody. And I follow this myself. I'm going to actually spend money pretty soon in this game. And I have about 100 bucks to spend. So I'll show you how I'm going to spend that money and why I'm spending it the way I am spending it. See, this game can be very expensive. If you buy stuff right after every update, it costs you like $1,200 just to get the top-notch gear they have as soon as they offer it. 1,200 is like their magic number. Whenever they release like new gemstones or new heroes, it's always 1,200 bucks to get them all unlocked if you buy it first thing. So obviously I don't buy it first thing. You wait a few patches later and then get the stuff for like 10% of the original cost. So whatever it cost you like 1,200 bucks before, it only costs you 100 bucks if you wait long enough. Or you could just go totally free to play and get the stuff eventually for free, but then you'd be way behind everybody else. You can't really fight anybody at that point. And yeah, since I constantly kill people on this channel, I need my stats to go up, so I have to spend a little bit. I'm definitely not going to shell out 1,200 bucks every patch. This would be the number one guy in the kingdom. So if you're about to spend money, you want to go to this bundles page and see what's on sale. It's like heroes are on sale. Statues are on sale. That basically just means that they released it a few patches ago. Now they're reducing the price because they have something else that came out. It's like the emblems are new. This is the most expensive thing right now there is, the emblems. It says NEW new. So all the sales are from like 2 patches ago or 3 patches ago. It's all old stuff, but you get it cheaper. So, right now I don't have the heroes yet. And I also don't have the Genesis statues yet. I have Apocalypse statues right now, and I have NS2 heroes right now. So I need both of these things, plus emblems obviously, but I'm not going to spend top dollar for that. And I also need Raven hero weapon scrolls as well. But it's not on sale yet, so I'm not going to buy that. See, I've been falling behind patch by patch by patch, so now I have to finally update my arsenal and improve my stats. So what should I get? Should I buy equipment? Because I need this too, actually. I need like everything right now. I'm behind on everything. Right now I have destruction gear. So I'm missing Empyrean equipment. I'm missing hero weapons. I'm missing dragon emblems. I'm missing statues. So which of these 4 should I get? Like I already said, emblems are bad. This release it's to cost like 1,200 bucks to get all of this stuff. That's their magical number, it seems like. See, it costs you 300 bucks to get 210 of these lion hearts. Multiply that by 4. Get all the sets. It's like 1,200 bucks. So equipment, let's take a look at that right now. So right now I have 1 Empyrean helm, but all the rest is destruction gear. Now what is the difference? Let's actually forge this. Let's compare them, the real stats. So destruction helm plus 2 gives you 258% cavalry health, 272 infantry health. This only makes it go up like 200%. That's not that good of an increase. So I would not buy this Empyrean set yet. It's too high priced for the stat worth you get out of it. And same for Genesis statues. Let's look at that right now. So I have rare apocalyptic eagles right now. Plus 1 $63 bowman attack. If you get the basic Genesis, it's only plus 244. It's only an 80% increase. And I could probably get up to like level 3. So it'd be plus 276. Compared to 163, so maybe 100% extra for each. Times that by 4. So I get 400% bowman attack, 400% bowman defense, 400% bowman health. If I spend 50 bucks to buy Genesis Eagles. But guess what? Bowman defense and bowman health doesn't even matter at all because your infantry takes damage first. So all that would matter is the bowman attack. So all you're really getting for 50 bucks is 400% to bowman attack, which is actually like horrible. It's not worth the money yet. Let's get that stuff for free eventually. Or wait for it to drop in price even more. So we'll not get those statues. Maybe the troop statue one is good, but every other one's bad. So all it leaves is heroes. Let's look at the heroes. The first thing to note about the heroes is that if you get them both, then it's 3 heroes. And you have them both in your accounts at the same time. You get bowman damage received minus 5%, infantry damage plus 25%, cavalry damage minus 5%, troop health plus 20%, army damage received minus 30%. That army damage received is the most important thing out of all of those. Everything else doesn't really matter that much. So what would minus 30% army damage do if you got it? Well, right now it has 2 heroes. My army damage received is only minus 96%. So if you go from minus 96% to minus 126%, what would the difference be? Basically, at negative 96%, you're taking like almost half damage. Because if you had minus 100%, you'd be taking exactly half the damage. So what's minus 126%? If you're at minus 200%, you'd be taking 33% total damage. So you deduct 66% of it. Because at your baseline, you have 1 troop. And he takes like 1 damage from somebody. But then if you have minus 100% damage reduction, it's like having 1 troop, but it has like the health of 2 troops. So if you're at minus 200%, it's like having 1 troop, but then it's like the health of 3 troops. So if you're at minus 126, it'd be like 1 troop. It'd be like 1 troop, but it's actually like 2.26 troops. If that makes sense. So you compare that to the minus 100%. The minus 100% is like 1 troop, like 2 troops. But this is 1 troop, like 2.26. So that's about a 13% increase in your health and defense, basically. And 13% for that is big. That's massive. Massive. Numbers, numbers, numbers. Just rather than both the heroes at the lowest possible level, you get minus 13% to all damage received. That's a big, big number. Now, next thing. What hero should you buy the fragments for? Because you need 20 fragments to unlock the hero. But after that, you need 5 fragments for this second skill, 10 for the third, then 15, then 20, then 25. The first one's free. So which skills should you buy? Which ones are the most valuable? Well, cavalry defense, it's okay, and that's free. So you get that, obviously, it's free. Bowman defense, that sucks, it's horrible. Your bowmen take damage last, so buying bowman defense isn't even like worth it. Your last troops take damage in your army, so why even buy that stat? Then you have cavalry health. That's okay. It's an okay stat because they're targeted a lot more than the archers, but still a lot less than the infantry. So it's an okay-ish stat. Then you have bowman health right here. That's garbage. Don't get that. Cavalry attack. That's very, very good. 700% to cavalry attack, but it costs you 20 fragments to get that, which would be pretty expensive. Then you have bowman attack, plus 7% bowman attack. But then it costs you 25 fragments, which is again very expensive. So I'd like, basically, if you want to be cheap, I wouldn't spend it all on this guy. I just get the 20 fragments to get the dude unlocked. So you get the minus 13% to all troop damage. So as you can see right now, it cost me $30 just to get 20 fragments. And if you wanted the skills way at the end for 25 and 30 fragments for both of them, it costs you like $100. And yeah, that's not worth it. What about Kadajern? What about his skills that he has? Well, the first skill is free, it's infantry attack. That's absolutely useless. Your infantry like never kill off any troops at all, but it's free, so take it. So second stat, troop defense plus 235%. This is actually really good because it increases the defense of your infantry, cavalry, and archers. So I'd definitely buy that stat. It's only 5 fragments. Then you have infantry defense for 7% at 10 fragments. That's an okay stat. I'd probably buy it. You can't go wrong with more infantry defense, infantry health. They take the most amount of damage out of all troops in your army. It's pretty good. So in this stat, for 15 fragments, you get troop health plus 235%. Again, that's really good. But then up here, it started getting super expensive. 20 fragments for that, and 25 fragments for this. And they're super expensive. I don't know about that. Depends how much money you have, but this troop attack is pretty good. But then again, we're looking at stats. It's all relative to what your current stats are. Because if your stats are super low, let's say you have like 200%. Let's say you have like 200% troop attack right now. Then you buy something to improve your stats by 400% troop attack. You're going from plus 200% to plus 600% because you added 400% more. So plus 200%, it's like one troop having a strength of 3 troops for damage. Because you're adding 200% more damage to it. Because 100% would be a 2 times increase. 200% is a 3 times increase. So 600% is a 7 times increase. So you go from having one troop being like 3 troops to having one troop being like 7 troops for dealing damage. So it'd be like a 2.5 times increase overall. So now what if you have like troop attack? So if you have troop attack plus 2,800%, that's like one troop being like 29 troops, okay? That's how that works. So what if I bought 400% troop attack? That'd be one troop plus 3,200%, or in other words, like 33 troops. So you go from one being like 29 to one being like 33. So you just take 33 divided by 29 to figure out your percentage increase for my stats, for example. So I would get a 13% increase to my troop overall attack damage by doing that if I improve this by 400%. But the guy who goes from 200% troop attack to 600% troop attack, they improve their potential by a massive whopping 233%. So it's better to spend early on when your stats are low than it is to spend later on when your stats are high. It's all about relativity. I'm an astrophysicist. I'm amazing. But seriously, to figure this stuff out, you just take 1, that's your baseline. Then if you have 2,800%, you do plus 28. So it's like 1 troop equals 29 troops for damage, for troop attack. And if you increase that by 300%, let's say, that'd be 3,100%. So you just take 1 plus the 31. You just take the front 2 numbers, the 100th number, or whatever. So you take the 32 divided by 29 to figure out your percentage increase. Because again, 1 plus 28, 29. 1 plus 31, 32. 32 divided by 29, boom, number. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. I'm a super scientist. So as you can see, going from a low number and adding on 400%, it's like a 250% increase. But then if you go from a high number, add on the same percentage, it's only a 13% increase. So that's how you calculate all your stats right here for everything. And you have to keep in mind, troop attack, troop defense, troop health affect all of your troops, whereas these are all specific down here. So you have to calculate all that separately. So anyway, back to the point. I like waffles. I like waffles. Heroes are the best thing to buy for my current stats. I've done the math. It's the heroes. I'll just get the Maddock with the first skill for free, and that's it. And Catadjern, I'll get the first skill for free, plus I'll get troop defense skill, troop health skill, and I'll have the infantry defense skill. So that'll cost me 5, 10, 15, 30 fragments total, plus 20. So that's 50 fragments for that guy, and only 20 for this guy. So I'm about to spend $30 to have 20 mag fragments. Then I'll spend $80 to have 50 Catadjern fragments. So we spent a total of $110. So I've done the math, and that's the most effective way to improve my stats. So yeah, basically the takeaway is never buy the stuff when it first comes out because it costs 1,200 bucks basically every time. Wait for it to go on sale, then do the math when it's on sale and see how much it affects your army. Look at the percentages, figure out the most cost-effective way to spend your money if you want to be a strong player and spend as few amount of dollars as possible. So I hope you learned something from this video and subscribe and give me your money because I just spent 110 bucks. I need money. Please replenish my savings account. It's like empty. I'm poor. I spent all on this game. It's all going to China. China's taking all my money. Please. I need money back. I give my money to China. That's very, very bad. So please give me your money so I can replenish my money. Thank you for your contribution.